Once you wake up, it doesn't mean it's over. Once you are understanding that you are the creator of your reality, it doesn't mean, oh, it's done, it's over. No. Every single time I thought I was aware of who I am, like, oh, okay, I get it now. Nope, there's even more, because you keep finding or you keep realizing and seeing things that are not true, that you are literally making it all up. Like, it's your decision. You become aware of everything, and that is stuff that you want to realize and stuff that you don't. For example, I've always said that my son is happy and healthy. And however, what I had recently discovered is that I still was seeing him as someone who struggles, someone who has a not the greatest relationship with his dad, and almost feeling like a little sorry for him, almost feeling a little bad for him that he has struggled a lot with that. So then I said, okay, that's enough. I can't do this anymore, because I didn't realize that only I was keeping him in that state of feeling sorry for him and seeing him struggle, right? Seeing him struggle financially with his dad, with all friendships and all these things. And then I would try to make him feel better, like in the 3D. Well, that doesn't work, because now I'm just playing with reflections. You're playing with ghosts, you're playing with reflections when you have talks. Trust me, I had all those little conversations. I tried to talk to him, blah, blah, blah. I did all that, and I'm just like, that's just playing with the mirror. That's just playing with a ghost. That's not where the power is. So instead, I said to myself, okay, that's it. How do I choose to see him? Because this is clearly my doing. So I said, all right, so not only is he happy and healthy, but he's successful. He's thriving in any and every area of his life. And I just, every time I saw him, I'm like, guess what? The old version of him was still in my face. It was still showing me that he was unhappy, that he was struggling, and he was like using quarters to pay for gas kind of thing. But even though I kept seeing that, I said, nope. He is happy, healthy, successful. He's thriving in every area of his life. I just kept saying that. And I still, when it comes up, when I see him or think about him, I still declare that, because I know that I am reality. What I say determines what I get to experience. I had to change the way that I was looking at him so that what I was looking at could change. So in some areas, like literally instantly, he would start calling me and he'd start saying things like, he's like, oh my God, I was just thinking about where I don't have any gas money. And he's like, I'm gonna have to figure that out. And then he calls me literally like 5 minutes later. He said, someone just placed an order for a service that he provides. He said, and they just sent me the money. He said, I have gas money. I can fill it up and I'll have even more. It's like, I got another promotion. Oh my God. And he said, all my coworkers that have been here for over a year are saying, you haven't even been here a month. How are you getting promoted to do all this stuff? He's like, what? He's like, it must be because you're a guy. It must be because of blah, blah, blah. All these reasons, right? People around him telling him, he's just like, I don't know. It's just happening. So it's not that it's just happening. We all know. It's the way that I was perceiving him, how I'm seeing him. That's what had to change, because I had to drop the old story. And now I know his dad is also having to become that man, right? Or he already is that man that I say he is. He's the best father in the world. He is the ideal father to our son, and he is everything that my son wants and needs and more. Do you see? I don't care about what, because I used to whine and complain about his dad's new wife. I've never met her, but all I hear was negative things from his dad and from my son about this person. And I said, no, that doesn't matter, because I used to use that as an excuse, right, as to why he was behaving a certain way. And I said, no, this isn't how reality works, Rose. Like, I have to decide, no matter what, it doesn't matter. There is literally nothing in the way from him being the perfect father to our son. And so it is. So you never stop seeing, like, just because because I'm a coach and I have a YouTube channel and I was a therapist, doesn't mean that I'm perfect and everything in my life is just like easy peasy. Like, no, you will forever be continuing to level up. You will forever become more aware of all that you are. You will forever become more aware that what you can do, what you can have, what you see, what you can change, because it's all happening right now. It's never too late. Nothing's lost. You didn't screw it up. You can decide right this moment how you want to see yourself and how you want to see your life or others in it. Right now. You don't wait. You don't try to figure it out. You just start deciding right now. This is how it is. Period.